Hello and welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Where am I? Here I am. Hello. Hello, all. Welcome to today's lessons from a Lurker turned Liberator. So, what am I talking about today? Well, today it's one of those days here in the UK that we've had all four seasons in half a day because it's still only just gone 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but we've had all four seasons. We've had such heavy rain that veered onto hailstones at one point. We've had beautiful blue sky and sunshine, but we haven't had the warmth that we might expect in May, I have to say. So it's not been a particularly good day from that respect. And when I was putting together the invite for this, what I realized, sorry, I'm just looking for the chat and it won't let me find it. There we are. What I realized as I was putting this together is that, and my friend Sarah posted something similar actually, which is that ne'er cast a clout till May is out, which is the old saying here in English. It's an old English saying. And what it means is don't take your vest off until June, because May can be very unpredictable. And likewise with our plants, our tender plants, I have risked putting them out in late April and May, knowing that it could still be very dodgy in late May. So that little proverb proved very timely today. Ne'er cast a clout till May is out, because May has shown us her teeth as she's leaving us. And I'm looking out the window now, and again, bright sunshine, and yet only a few minutes ago it was really, really heavy rain. So what it got me thinking about was, as introverts, do we show our teeth often enough? Do we bite back? And it took me right back to when I'm delivering influencing skills training. I talk about the principle of reciprocity and Axelrod's rules of cooperative behavior. And it really got me thinking about how, as introverts, we would be well advised to follow some of Axelrod's rules. So his first rule of cooperative behavior is essentially start nice. So set off with a positive expectation, with a positive intention that actually everything is going to go well. So we need to start nice rather than prejudging people and being distrustful or mistrustful, quite sure what the right word is there, but rather than mistrusting people, actually thinking about, well, let's work on the basis that we trust. So start nice, play nice to begin with, in essence. But if the other team, the person that you're communicating with, the other person, whatever it is, doesn't start nice, doesn't play nice, then we need to be prepared to retaliate, because otherwise all that happens is we get walked over. And as introverts, I imagine, like me, perhaps you've been walked over perhaps one too many times, even to know that actually sometimes what you need to do is bite back. But unlike May, who is showing her teeth as she's turning her back on us, as she's walking away and making way for June, I believe what we need to do is stay face on, head on, and actually retaliate. In other words, show that we're not prepared to be walked over, push back, assert ourselves, say no, say, actually, that's unacceptable. Say, I find that comment rather hurtful. Whatever it is we want to say, but what we need to do is push back, not just take it all. Now, if the person who started not nice is in passive aggressive mode, what they'll probably do is respond with, oh, can't you take a joke? Which is a classic passive aggressive response. They didn't mean it as a joke, but that's their their default answer when we push back in any way. So be prepared for that, and be prepared to stand your ground and say, yes, I can take a joke when it's funny, but actually that wasn't funny. So again, I'm being prepared to stand my ground. I'm being prepared to retaliate. If they don't like it, they don't like it. It's not the end of the world. I haven't done anything wrong. So often we can feel a bit of, I don't want to upset people. I don't like conflict. But all conflict is a difference of opinion. And what we need to do is get better at coping with differences of opinion without going off into sulky teenager mood, without turning our back, stamping away like May is doing, making way for June here. So we need to stand our ground. We need to stay in the conversation. And what we need to do is really show our teeth. We need to show our mettle. We need to retaliate, not in a nasty, aggressive way, in a firm, assertive way. And remember, assertiveness is standing up for your rights and needs whilst respecting the rights and needs of others. So if they haven't started nice, they haven't necessarily respected your rights and needs, but that doesn't mean that what you do is descend into aggressive or passive aggressive behavior with them. So here we are, we've started nice or not, we've retaliated, we've shown our teeth, we've bared our teeth, we've shown our mettle. And then, of course, what we need to do is be forgiving, because if we hold a grudge at that point, then we never get into that cooperative behavior that Axelrod was talking about. We never quite get to that point where we get over. We don't forget. Now, I know forgetting is hard, especially if it has been really hurtful, really unkind, really unnecessary. But remember, a lot of people don't even think through what they're going to say. We introverts have that think, say, think communication process. Extroverts tend to have say, think, say. They say things without thinking. Does that make it right? No, not necessarily. Does it make it easier to understand? Yes, because actually they may not have meant what they said. So we need to be forgiving. We need to let bygones be bygones. Let the past go. I need to forgive May for showing me her angry side on the way out, like I need to forgive other people. But you see, the very fact that I've shown my teeth, that I've shown my mettle, means they're less likely to do that in future, because they know I'm prepared to bite back assertively, not aggressively. So I just wanted to share those little lessons with you. You'll know from my lesson last week or the week before, I can't remember which one it was now, that actually I started nice in what I thought was going to be a collaborative relationship. I then realized the other person wasn't playing nice. And so I've shown my mettle, not by sending a cease and desist letter, but actually just by disengaging from the game. I've just stepped away. I'm not engaging anymore. And that's the way I've chosen to do it. Was that a cowardly way out? No, I don't think so. She's come running after me a few times saying, have you got my messages? Are you going to participate? And at some stage I will respond and say no, and I'll explain why I'm saying no. But at this stage, I'm just disengaging. I do a lot of work around transactional analysis games, the games people play, as Eric Byrne wrote in his famous book. And one of the only ways to disengage from a psychological game, or to stop a psychological game, I should say, is to completely disengage, to withdraw. You can confront it if you're in the right position to do so, but that takes some skill. The best way to get out of a psychological game that somebody's got you caught in is to disengage, because you can't play a game. One person cannot play a psychological game. It takes two to tango, as it were. So there's my little gem for today, and I hope you find that useful. Remember that when somebody is taking advantage of you, when they're not playing nice, even if you're conflict averse, which many introverts are, this is about being prepared to stand your ground so that you don't get walked over. at any time. I look forward to seeing you next week, and I wonder what little gifts I'll have to share with you next week. In the meantime, let's hope June comes in with a happy face on. Bye for now.